What is up, everyone? Welcome to my Wintertodt bossing guide. Wintertodt is a weird boss because you don't actually need any combat skills to kill it. It's more of a mini game than a boss, really, but he does do damage, and it is not a safe death. So if you die here, it's just dying open world. There is no mini game. It's just a boss death. The only requirements you need to actually kill the Wintertodt is to have 50 fire making. No other skills are needed, just 50 fire making. I also recommend having bought your first house so you can get construction XP while doing Wintertodt. For items, however, you will need a 4-piece of warm gear. I will leave a link in the description below to all the warm gear in the game, but the easiest warm gear to get, I'll link at the top right corner of my guide on how to get it, would be the Clue Hunter set. It is really simple. Just grab yourself a shovel, walk around and start digging, and you'll find all the pieces you need. You only need 4 pieces of warm gear to minimize the full amount of damage, but you can bring more just to look cool. The Clue Hunter set does look pretty cool. For the rest of the items, you will need your best axe. Since you will be woodcutting, you will need a tinderbox, a hammer, and depending on your choice later on, you will also need a knife. I will be showing you how to get these things so you don't actually have to buy them or anything. You can get them right inside the Wintertodt room, so you don't have to worry about any of that. For food, like I said before, his damage scales depending on your health level. So from 50 and below HP, just bring some cakes. If they're really cheap, you can steal them from a cake stall. Just simple food, nothing too expensive. It's just cake. You don't need to heal that much. Above 50, you can just bring wine. Wine is also really cheap. You can buy from the Grand Exchange at like 2 gold coins. You can make your own, get your cooking up, and just save the wines for Wintertodt. Although some people do like to bring brews, I feel like that's a waste of brews since Wintertodt doesn't do that much damage to begin with. As long as you're wearing warm clothes, you're not going to be taking that much damage. Brews, I feel, will be a waste of resources, especially if you're an Ironman. I don't recommend bringing brews. However, if you find yourself struggling for whatever reason, if he's kicking your ass more than the usual person, maybe bring an emergency brew, just so you don't lose out on the rewards. But personally, I wouldn't bring any brews. To get to the Wintertodt, you're going to head over to Port Sarum and take the ship over to Corinth. You end up right here at Port Piscarilius. Just follow the path all the way down. Head up right here to the Arceus zone. Head around the library, right up. Follow the path. Follow the snow path. On the first turn north, go ahead and take it. And once you've walked here the first time, which you need to walk here the first time, you will have unlocked the ability to teleport here using the game's necklace. You also need to make sure you're in a Wintertodt world. That's world 307 or 309. I like going to 307 since that's the one with the most amount of people. It makes Wintertodt go by faster. However, if you want more points instead of more experience, I would go 309. The less people in Wintertodt, the slower it goes, the more points you can get. If you're struggling to get those points, or if you just want to speed things up, you can choose whichever world you want. Just make sure you don't pick the free-to-play world. You're not going to do anything there. Once you're up here, there's a bank right here. You can bank, grab your stuff, do whatever you got to do, and then head inside the Wintertodt room. Once you're in the Wintertodt room, here you can actually pick up everything you need. A tinderbox, a knife, a hammer, or if you don't have one, an axe. If you've completed the Druid Ritual quest, I recommend you actually pick up the concoction right here. In the minigame, there are these pyromancers that take damage. They're the ones that keep the fire burning. If they die, then the fire cannot be lit and you will lose out on experience and rewards. So make sure if you have completed, you pick up the rejuvenation potion. I'm sure you're thinking somebody in the group will, but you'd be surprised how many people don't. I've been in groups where I'm the only one that has the rejuvenation potion and it costs people a lot of experience and a lot of reward points. So if you can, just grab it. It doesn't take up much of an inventory space. It's always worth having one. For this first one, I'm going to be doing the kindling, so I will need a knife. The kindling sacrifices experience for reward. So if you want a little bit more in the rewards, but don't really care that much about the experience, go ahead and grab yourself a knife and I'll show you the method. Once the Wintertodt is dead and you're ready for your run, make sure you don't start the Wintertodt on an already started fight. Make sure you wait for it to die and then just wait for it to respawn. During the timer right up here in the top left corner, it should tell you how long to the respawn. Just stand right here next to the brazier waiting for the respawn. It doesn't matter which brazier. There are 4 braziers, 1 in each corner. It does not matter which one you stand by. Just choose your favorite one, flip a coin or a die, whatever. It doesn't matter where you stand. Just pick one. Once there's 2 seconds left, go ahead and spam the brazier. Just light it up. And then head over to the sprouting root and pick up 1 herb. While you're doing this, as soon as you take damage, it will interrupt you from picking up the herb. So if you take damage while you're doing it, just click it again, just to make sure you pick up that herb. Then run over to these roots right here and just start chopping them. If you have a dragon axe, go ahead and spec and just keep chopping them. So while you're chopping roots, you cannot be interrupted no matter how much damage you take. You see I took 2 damage, I'm still chopping the roots. The damage will interrupt you while you're fletching, while you're feeding the brazier, or while you're picking herbs. So if you take damage while doing any of those 3 activities, you gotta have to restart the activity or reapply the action. I stand right here because there is a chance that snow might fall on a group of people. The snow chooses a random person for it to fall on. I like to stay away from groups so that it doesn't fall on me. Like this, there is a snow, it's choosing this group. Make sure you stay out of that 3x3 space. You do not want to stand in that space. You will take an insane amount of damage. As well as if you see snow falling on the brazier, back up so you don't take damage. If you stand in this little square right here, the snowfall cannot get you because it doesn't fit there as a 1 square area. It needs a 3x3 in order to fall. So if you stand here, it will not get you. Don't be this guy. Basically, just don't be this guy. Watch your health, make sure you don't die. And every time you get hit, just reapply the action. With a setup like this, when you fletch the kindling, you only do 1 inventory to receive a reward. You need 500 points in order to actually receive a reward. You cannot get a reward if you do 1 kindling and then walk away. You have to do at least 500 points right up here in order to receive a reward. You get points from lighting the brazier, repairing the brazier, and adding kindling or logs to the brazier. Again, this should get me the full 50 points, and just like that, I've already unlocked the reward, but you can increase the amount of rewards you get just by adding more kindling or more logs to the fire. Right around 20% is when I stopped chopping logs. You see he died, so I'm going to heal him. Okay, somebody else healed him, but you get the point. If he dies, you get to click on him, and he'll use a single dose of the rejuvenation potion, and it will bring him back to life. That way you can actually reignite the brazier and keep getting points. At around 10%, I just stopped fletching and just start throwing kindling and logs into the fire, just to maximize the amount of points I can get from this. If it goes out, just relight it, and then keep adding kindling. Once the boss is dead, you get your fat chunk of experience that scales with your level. So this is why it makes Wintertodt such a good boss to level up. All his experience drops scale with your fire making level. Once you kill the boss, you got at least 500 points. You will get a crate. Here you can actually get the rewards. The rewards increase depending on how many points you got in the fight. Each crate is different, even though it won't tell you the difference. If you get about 775 points, you will get 5 to 6 rewards. If you get 500, you'll get 3. The more points you get, the more rewards in one crate. You can actually get up to like 28 rewards in a single crate if you do the whole boss fight yourself. I will make a guide on how to solo Wintertodt. It's not fun. I don't recommend it. It takes a long time. It's a pain in the ass, but I will make a guide for you guys. So once you've got your crate, just open it. Boom, boom. The rewards. God damn. Okay. Apparently, they don't like me. And then just bank, reset, and keep going. Now I'll be showing you guys how to do the non-kindling way. So just the same way, pick up your concoction, get ready. Just don't pick up a knife, and just stand next to the brazier. Same as before. Then, just as before, as soon as the Wintertodt is up, go ahead and use the brazier just to light it. Get you some points, 25 points just for lighting it. Grab yourself a herb and use it in the potion. Then head over to the root and start chopping. Again, if you have the Dragon Axe, spec, and just shop. Go AFK for a bit. Once your inventory is full, just go ahead and feed the brazier. As you can see, you get a lot less points from doing this. It's 10 points per log instead of the 25 you're getting for the kindling. Although you will be getting more experiences, you will be banking in more logs. Just make sure you don't see any snowfalls. Everything's fine. The brazier isn't about to break and do a lot of damage, and you'll be good. It's really, really simple. When it goes out, just relight it and then keep adding the logs. Then go back to the little spot right here, the safe spot square, and just keep chopping the bruma root. See, one inventory you got is 250 with a relight. Relighting gives you 25 points. This is the difference between kindling and logs. You will need to deposit more logs to get your 500 points, giving you more experience, and it is faster to actually burn the logs and fletch the kindling. So you end up having about a third more experience from actually burning the logs than cutting the kindling. Again, at around 10-15%, I want to come back here and just start adding logs, just so I don't miss out on actually the experience reward or depositing any extra logs. Just make sure you don't see a stream of white snow falling on the brazier. It means the brazier will blow up. You got to run back when that happens. This is very important. I've been unlucky, or I guess lucky, and it hasn't happened, but it does happen. You got to keep an eye on for that. Again, your experience drops scales with your fire making level, and you get your crate. The rewards from these crates actually scale with your skill levels. If you're an Ironman and you're looking for a magic log, make sure that you're actually at the level where it will drop you a magic log. Because I've seen Ironman over here just farming Wintertodt for a magic log. They're 300 kills in, they can't get a magic log. Turns out they're too low of a level to get a magic log. Just a waste of time if you don't look up what level you need to actually get the magic log. So be careful with that. And still no pet. So the reason you're farming Wintertodt is to get the drops right here. These are the uniques. You get a Tome of Fire and Burnt Pages. The Tome of Fire gives you unlimited fire runes as long as it has at least one burnt page in it. It uses the burnt pages as charges. There are certain spells where it uses up the unlimited fire runes but doesn't actually cost any burnt pages, like High Alching or Teleport runes. As long as it's not a combat spell, you can use this as many times as you want with a single burnt page in it. You can also get the Pyromancer Garb, Pyromancer Hood, Pyromancer Robes, Pyromancer Boots, and the Warm Gloves. All these pieces serve as warm clothing, as well as they increase the amount of experience you get by 2.5% for the whole outfit, which doesn't sound like a lot, but 2.5% where you're going for 99 is a massive amount. It will be about a whole level you can skip just for getting the full Pyromancer set. You can also get a Bruma Torch. Bruma Torches are basically equipable tinderboxes. You can use it instead of a tinderbox. You can use it as a light source. It's just an equipable. What the fuck is wrong with my face? It's just an equipable tinderbox. So you can just walk around with it. It's a light source. It's a light source in your inventory as well. It's a really good item to have. What the fuck? It's a really good item to have. Ignoring the fact that I no longer have a mouth. That is all you need to know about Wintertodt. I hope this guide helps you guys. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go fix my mouth, and I'll see you all next time. Wait, before you click off the video, did you know I have a Discord where you can ask questions and request videos? Links in the description below.